1911.
We consider that that day, 24th of July, 1911, Hiram Bingham did the scientific discovery of Machu Picchu. What means that? He placed the name of Machu Picchu city in all the maps around the world again, because the name was lost. Okay? But of course, local people knew the place before Bingham. 1902, 9 years before Bingham arrived at Machu Picchu. Right? But again, Bingham is important because he did the scientific discovery of the city of Machu Picchu. Right? Well, Machu Picchu is a Quechua word, and Machu means old, Picchu mountain, the old mountain. And the famous Huayna Picchu, you can see better now, is the young mountain. In the upper agriculture area, we have a house with 3 windows that Hiram Bingham called the watchman house, or the caretaker house. Now in Machu Picchu, we're going to see a lot the number 3. Remember what means the number 3, correct? You remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Heaven,
The
earth,
sky,
and
the Mother Earth, and then the ground, the 3 levels of the world, right? That means the number 3. Why Hiram Bingham called the watchman house? Because up there are finishing the 2 Inca trails. One trail is coming from Cusco, the east trail, the temple of the sun, right? Then that is the place where the sun rises every 21st of December. If you see the terraces, them are facing to the winter solstice. Why? In order probably to have a second crop during winter, right? The terraces are also retaining walls first, and later they were used for agriculture. That means they have the same layers of rocks, gravel, and sand. But here in the rainforest, just to show you how was looking the city in those times. Okay, of course the roofs are new. All right? Now, if you see the other side of the city, where is the urban left-hand side of the tree and the right-hand side of the tree. Where is the tree, and behind the tree, there are plazas, open areas, that were places for meetings, for parties, for rituals, why not for games. On the left-hand side, no mortar, okay, is 100% original. No restoration in those. The only restoration is in the houses that have the rustic style, right? Because it's easy to grow a tree, no, on these walls because they have soil. The only one, the water as soon as possible after the rain. Okay? Now, one of the questions is the sacred landscape. All right? The reason why the Incas built the city here is because the sacred mountains surrounding Machu Picchu city. Machu Picchu probably was a sacred city. All right? Then, Machu Picchu on the east side have a mountain. You have the famous Huayna Picchu, that is the female mountain. On the west side, there's another mountain over 19,000 feet. It's a glacier called Pumasillo. And the more important mountain is in the south, in that direction. That is going to be the second highest mountain in Cusco area and the highest mountain in Machu Picchu. That mountain is called Salcantay. Okay. Salcantay, right? That mountain is over 21,000 feet. Wow. That is the male god in Machu Picchu. Then the reason why the Incas built the city here is the sacred landscape. How much? We can see 40% with our eyes. Where is the other 60%? Is gone? No, underneath. And that is the secret why Machu Picchu is still standing till today. Because 60% of the construction is underground, foundations. This is a granite mountain. And they put big foundations, drainage systems underneath. And it's for that reason the city is surviving till today. Okay?
Have they done any of
The Incas worship the water in order to purify bodies and souls before some important events. Which kind of event they were celebrating here? Winter solstice. Because this is facing, look, the V shape I was pointing before. Then the first sunbeam during the 21st of June comes to this altar here. You see this rock? This rock is part of the mountain. And they have different levels as altars to put probably offerings. And they were taking baths of water, probably, to purify bodies and souls. I say maybe, right? I'm not telling you facts.
Oh, here's another one coming. Okay.
Oh, good. His other friend, the dark one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's
Perfect.
2 more.
That's the Temple of the Sun. Agricultural terraces down there. This is the fountain. This is made with the
Over here.
special Inca granite. unlike the rough stone. That's the urban sector.
And this is too heavy. And they built on top of the boulder the Temple of the Sun. We're going to talk later. And down here, they built one mausoleum, being called the Royal Mausoleum. Remember, we were talking that everybody was mummified in Inca's times. Everybody was buried in the cemeteries, but never the king. The king was living in a special chamber. Then for Hiram Bingham, this place is built to venerate the mummy of Pachacutec Inca, the great Inca. This place had a natural fracture origin. Have a look also the foundation of the wall. It's not they cut the rock flat to put something on top. Each rock have a different foundation on the bedrock of the mountain. Is that the reason it's surviving till today? Have a look how the walls are inclined. You see? Depends how steep is the wall. They are more or less inclined. Have a look the two windows, guys. The window in your right hand side is facing the V. You see? Winter solstice. And the window on your left hand side, look, now it's clear, the sun gate. You see up there in the mountain, they took advantage of the rocks around the mountain. Look around. You see the terraces? Sometimes you see big rocks. Because all this mountain was covered with rocks before they started the construction. The quarry is the same mountain. They were using the rocks around. Some of those rocks were used to build, and some were just part of it.
It's another one of the trapezoid doorways, wider at the bottom than the top.
We're not drinking spring water. The Incas were drinking rainy water. Here rains 80 inches a year. Up here are no glaciers in this mountain, right? In this mountain. But always is running water out of the mountain. Because all these mountains have a volcanic origin. And the mountains with volcanic origin are like sponges. After the rain, they capture a lot of water inside, and that water needs to go out from some part of the mountain.
Down on the Temple of the Sun, in the residence for whoever was important enough to live nearby,
Guys, over here,
in the
people
granary.
can stand on the
Oh, there's a picture, and there's a really broad beam of light that hits that rock.
That place,
On
that place no,
solstice.
over there is where the light comes through. And the same happens in summer. Then those was to track the sun movements.
Amazing.
We continue, please.
Imagine we are over here walking.
The beauty of this temple, no, they have 3 windows. And again, the number 3. Look, the seal of the window in the central window is just 1 block, no? How they cut the rock, no, with that precision, not to do that seal. Have a look the corner of that building with 1 block. And you can see the boundary marks. You see the boundary marks? That means that is made by hands, not by aliens with lasers, right? This is made by hands, by people that was working at solstice. And the sunrise up there. The sunbeams are coming through the window, and the sun is going to hit the rock, correct? And the rock is going to project a shadow on the ground. What is going to be the shadow plus the rock? What shape are going to form? Half of the cross is the rock. If you project the shadow of the rock. Nice, huh? Take a picture. Called the main temple. Have a look, this is a 3-walled house, right? Facing. Bingham took the first picture from the quarry to this place in 1911, 1912. That gap was like this. Now it's like 6-7 times bigger. That means this wall is still sinking. Have a look this hole here, and have a look the hole there. At the beginning, both were at the same level. Then all this wall is sinking. You see? This rock is twinned with the other one. They're twin rocks. They finished that one. They never finished this because when they were working, the wall started to sink. Why is that? Today we know why. Because it's a fault underground. And that fault is still active. It's part of the mountain, and it's for a reason it's sinking. Then that could be also a signal to abandon the city. What happens if you are building the main temple and the main temple starts to sink? Hey guys, let's go because something is wrong here, right? Then the main temple is collapsed, right? Then this plaza have an altar. The altar is the rock behind the top of the pyramid, okay?
Okay.
If you have vertigo, I don't recommend you to come
Why?
because we're going down
Pillar.
right? With 4 corners. It means they don't put the rock on top of the pyramid. The pyramid is part of the rock. That is part of the bedrock of the mountain. Then they cut that beautiful pillar with 4 corners. If you put a compass on that area, you're going to see that each corner is facing the 4 cardinal points. Exactly. The Incas didn't know the compass, of course. How they did it? Tracking the sun movements and tracking the stars. Correct? Then, the sundial is made at the top of that pyramid because this pyramid is in the middle of the big bowl that we are now. And they need the references of the mountains to see the sunrises. Then, they knew that they have winter over there and they have summer over there. Right? Over there, on your left. Right there.
Oh, that triangle. Yes. There's the triangle. Points to the south mountain. This is the top of the pyramid.
Beautiful construction. They play ball.
I think they played a ball and if you're long,
Somewhere.
This is the view from the lower part of the pyramid. Yes. A lot of work.
Duality. And if you don't believe Pepe, look the picture.
It can take 40 minutes for a decent hiker to climb up there,
40 minutes down.
and 400 are allowed a day, in groups of 200 for every 2 hours.
Looks more, but this.
You were going on trails.
Special admission.
And
to
the Temple
climb
of the Moon is another place that is behind the mountain. But the Temple of the Moon is far away. You need 4 hours at least.
What you doing?
Oh dear.
Oh, we're blocking your way? There's some more.
No shortage.
Oh,
You see, now we are in a cancha, no? There are 3 consecutive canchas. One is there, 2, and the 3rd there. All with the main facade to the plaza. Each one have a doorway, but all are connect with an alley behind. All connect, right? Each door was locked from here, from inside. You see the places next to the jumps, no? The square boxes, to rooms around, no? You have 2 small rooms here, 2 rooms in both sides, and 1 room behind. And
As part of their security, they would
high bonders. This is what they put across the rafters, and they tie the rafters with ropes. You see it?
yeah.
If you stay here, you see better, guys. Right? This line.
Ooh, a llama. And this is where the 3 skeletons were found most recently. They're still digging water drainage because they needed to get the water down the mountain as soon as possible.
Underneath this big rock, they find a champ.
Hey,
Machu Picchu Incas was a messenger. What means a messenger? A messenger from this level and the sky to go to the Sun Father. It means after they sacrifice something here, because this is a sacrificial table, the condor was attracted to the carrion, no? But for the Incas, no. The Incas didn't know the condor is a vulture and was coming for the carrion. The Incas think that the condor was coming to eat the sacred food to
That's
take to the
great.
sun god. Correct?
yeah.
Then this temple represents that.